Hello students, today I will discuss about limiting reagent and concentration of solutions. Many a times the reactions are carried out when the reactants are not present in the amounts as required by balanced chemical reaction. In such situations, one reactant is in excess over the other. The reactant which is present in the lesser amount gets consumed after some time, and after that no further reaction takes place, whatever be the amount of the other reactant present. Hence, the reactant which gets consumed limits the amount of product formed and is therefore called limiting reagent. Now, on limiting reagent, one numerical 50 kg of nitrogen and 10 kg of hydrogen are mixed to produce ammonia. Calculate the ammonia formed. Identify the limiting reagent in the production of ammonia in this situation. This is the problem. Now we have to solve the problem. Take balanced equation of the above situation. Nitrogen plus 3 hydrogen gives 2 ammonia. So moles of nitrogen equal to 50 kg into 1000 by 1 into 1 by 28 equal to 17.86 in 10 to the power 2 moles of nitrogen are given. Now moles of hydrogen equal to 10 kg of hydrogen into 1000 by 1 into 1 by 2.016 equal to 4.96 in 10 to the power 3 mole. According to the above equation, 1 mole of nitrogen requires 3 mole of hydrogen for the reaction. Hence, 17.86 in 10 to the power 2 mole of nitrogen. The requirement of hydrogen will be 17.86 in 10 to the power 2 into 3 by 1 equal to 5.36 in 10 to the power 3 mole of hydrogen. But we have only 4.96 in 10 to the power 3 moles of hydrogen. Hence, dihydrogen is the limiting reagent in this case. So, ammonia would be formed. 3 mole of hydrogen gives 2 mole of ammonia. Therefore, 4.96 in 10 to the power 3 mole of hydrogen gives 4.96 in 10 to the power 3 into 2 by 3 equal to 3.3 into 10 to the power 3 mole of hydrogen ammonia gas. Now, if it is converted in grams, it is done as 1 mole of ammonia equal to 17 gram. Therefore, 3.3 gram, 3.3 into 10 to the power 3 mole of ammonia equal to 3.3 into 10 to the power 3 into 17 gram equal to 56.1 into 10 to the power 3 gram of ammonia equal to 56.1 kg of ammonia. Now, concentration of solutions. Reactions in solutions. A majority of reactions in the laboratories are carried out in solutions. Therefore, it is important to understand as how the amount of substance is expressed when it is present in the form of solution. Concentration can be measured as mass percent or weight to weight percent, mole fraction, molarity and molality. Now, mass percent. Mass percent equal to mass of solute by mass of solution into 100. One problem on mass percent. Suppose A solution is prepared by adding 2 gram of substance A to 18 gram of water. Calculate the mass percent. So, mass percent must be equal to mass percent of A must be equal to mass of A by mass of solution into 100 equal to 2 by 2 plus 18 gram of water. There is total mass of the solution is 20 gram into 100. That is 2 by 20 into 100 equal to 10%. Now, mole fraction. It is the ratio of number of moles of a particular component to the total number of moles of the solution. If a substance A is dissolved in substance B and their number of moles are small na and small nb, therefore mole fraction of A equal to number of moles of A by number of moles of solution, that is number of moles of A and number of moles of B. Equal to Na by Nb, Na by Na plus Nb. Similarly, mole fraction of B equal to Nb by Na plus Nb. Now, molarity of the solution. It is the most widely used unit and is denoted by capital M. Molarity capital M equal to number of moles of solute by volume of solution in liter. Suppose we have 1 molar solution of a substance, say NaOH, and we want to prepare 0.2 molar solution from it. 1 molar solution means 1 mole of NaOH present in 1 liter of the solution. For 0.2 molar solution, we require 0.2 moles of NaOH in 1 liter of solution. Hence, we have to take 0.2 moles of NaOH and make the solution to 1 liter. Now, how much volume of concentrated 1 molar NaOH solution be taken which contains 0.2 moles of NaOH can be calculated as follows. 1 mole is present in 1 liter of solution. Therefore, 0.2 mole is present in 1000 into 0.2 by 1 equal to 200 ml of solution. So, take 200 ml of the 1 molar NaOH solution in a beaker and add sufficient water to make it 1 liter. It is your 1 molar, a 0.2 molar solution. Now, problem 1.7 of NCERT, calculate the molarity of NaOH in the solution prepared by dissolving its 4 gram in enough water to form 250 ml of the solution. Since molarity capital M equal to number of moles of solute by volume of solution in liter, mass of NaOH by mass of molar mass of NaOH by 0.25 liter equal to 4 by 40 by 0.25 liter equal to 0.1 by 0.25 equal to 0.4 mole per liter equal to 0.4 molar. Note that molarity of a solution depends upon temperature because volume of a solution is temperature dependent. So, it is not so much important for chemistry laboratory point of view. Now, molality of a solution. It is defined as the number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent. So, molality small m equal to number of moles of solute by mass of solvent in kg. Take one example, problem 1.8. The density of 3 molar solution of NaCl is 1.25 gram per ml. Calculate the molality of the solution. Molarity equal to 3 moles per liter. Therefore, amount of NaCl equal to 3 into 58.5 gram equal to 175.5 gram. Mass of 1 liter solution 1 liter 1000 into density 1.25 equal to 1250 gram. Therefore, mass of water in solution equal to 1250 minus 175.5 equal to 74.5 gram. Now molality equal to number of moles of solute by mass of solvent in kg equal to 3 mole by 1.0745 kg equal to 2.79 molal. Often in a chemistry laboratory, a solution of a desired concentration is prepared by diluting a solution of known higher concentration. The solution of higher concentration is also known as stock solution. Note that molality of a solution does not change with temperature since mass remains unaffected with temperature. So, students, go through the NCERT text and practice it in your paper and solve the exercise problems. Thank you for watching my video.